Hello, second grade Smarties, and welcome to Fundations Unit 14, Week 2, Day 1. This week, we are going to continue practicing reading, spelling, and writing words with vowel teams that say ow. What are the vowel teams that say ow, Smarties? O-U, trout, ow, and O-W, plow, ow. This week, we are going to be talking about building base words with those vowel teams and adding suffixes. We are going to be building words with more than one syllable. But before we dig into that, let's go ahead and do some drill practice. Remember to echo after me. O-I, coin, oi. O-Y, boy, oi. O-A, boat, o. O-E, toe, o. O-W, snow, o. O-W, plow, ow. O-U, trout, ow. Great job, Smarties. Let's move on to short vowel sounds and consonants. A, apple, a. E, ed, eh. I, itch, eh. O, octopus, ah. U, up, G, game, g. J, jug, j. P, pan, p. Q, U, queen, qua. Fabulous job, Smarties. All right, I'm going to put myself front and center because we have a word of the day. So go ahead and get your student notebook out, and we are going to be talking about a word of the day. Now, I told you just a minute ago that we are continuing to practice reading, spelling, and writing words with those vowel teams. However, we are getting to a place where we are going to be making words with those vowel teams, but these words might have more than one syllable. So I am going to show you an example of that kind of word. All right. I want you to look at this word and think about what you are seeing in this word. All right. This is the word tower. What's the word? Tower. Let's tap it out. Ready? T-ow-er. Tower. Let's clap the syllables in tower. Tower. How many syllables are there, Smarties? There's 2. What was the first syllable? Tow. So, ow. Tow. Tower. Now let's look at the first syllable. What kind of syllable is tow? Well, first off, I see a vowel team, O-W. I'm going to circle that. If I have a vowel team, what kind of syllable is it? A double vowel syllable. And my second syllable is I have an R-controlled vowel, so what kind of syllable is it? An R-controlled vowel syllable. Tower. Now, this is a word of the day, which means that it has a meaning. Like all words, they have a meaning and a purpose when we are reading and writing. So tower, let's think about a tower. Is a tower a noun? Is it a person, place, or thing? Is it a verb? Is it something I can do? Is it an adjective? Is it describing a noun? Or is it an adverb describing how I do an action? Think about it. What is a tower? It's a noun, right? It's It can be a thing on a place, right? So usually when we think of castles, or when I think of the word tower, I always think of Rapunzel. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let your hair down, right? Rapunzel is stuck in a tall tower. So a tower is a type of building. It's a building that is really tall, and it's usually circular, right? It's a circular building, or it looks like a cylinder. So a tower is a type of building. So go ahead and get your student notebook out. And we are going to be on page 63, 6 tens and 3 ones, 60 plus 3. And our word of the day was tower. What vowel team was saying ow in tower, Smarties? OW. So tower, TOWER. And I'm going to mark up the word tower. So tower. It had 2 syllables. It had the vowel team OW, plow, ow, and ER, her. The first syllable was a double vowel syllable. And our second syllable was an R-controlled vowel syllable. And remember, Smarties, when we are using these vocabulary words, we want to make sure that it makes sense with our entire sentence. So my sentence said, the house had 2 tall towers. The house had 2 tall towers. Also, Smarties, look at my sentence. I made sure to give my sentence swag. I started with a capital letter. I wrote my sentence neatly. I added a space between my words, and I gave my sentence punctuation. So make sure to give your sentence swag. And if you are one of my Smarties, do not forget to send a picture of your word of the day in Seesaw. All right, Smarties, now we are going to move on to our trick words for this week. All right, so 2 of these trick words are going to be very similar. I'm going to give you that hint. 2 of these trick words are going to be very similar, but they are trick words, Smarties. They are words that we just have to know. They're words that we just have to know how to read and how to spell correctly. So the first word that you see on the screen is the word bought. And the word bought means that I buy something in the past. That means that I bought this water bottle at Walmart last year. I was buying this in the past. Bought. What is this trick word, Smarties? Bought. Let's skywrite the word bought. Here we go. BOUGHT. Bought. Let's skywrite it on our arms. Here we go. BOUGHT. Bought. What was that trick word? Bought. Here's our next one. Brought. It sounds very similar to bought, but it has that brought. Brought. And this means that I bring something in the past. This is an irregular past tense verb. Brought. I brought ice cream to the party last night. Brought. Let's skywrite the word brought. 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 Now, when we hear the word brought, I just hear b-r-ought. I just hear a short O sound. But look at all these letters that are not saying anything, Smarties. These are words that we just have to know. Brought. Let's write it on our leg. All right, here we go. You ready? BROUGHT. Brought. Fabulous job, Smarties. And our last trick word for this week is peace. Now, it's not talking about world peace. It's talking about a piece of something, a small part of something. I had a piece of pizza for dinner last night. Peace. All right, let's skywrite the word peace. P-I-E-C-E. Peace. This is also a trick word. It's a word we just have to know how to spell. Now, this is not a vowel team. Okay, IE is not a vowel team. But when we see IE, it will almost always say E. Okay? This is the word peace. Let's write the word peace on the ground. Here we go. P-I-E-C-E. Peace. Fabulous job, Smarties. Let's look through these one more time. The first word you see on the screen is peace. Not this peace, not world peace, happiness, and peacefulness. It's talking about a piece of something, a part of something. Brought and bought. Fabulous job, Smarties. And we are going to, before we wrap up this lesson, we need to put these trick words in our student notebook, this really helpful tool that we have. All right, so let's get our student notebook open to page 67. 6 10s and 7 1s. And we are going to first write the word bought under the word breakfast. So we're going to write bought right here. Here we go. Make sure you are using your best second grade handwriting. B-O-U-G-H-T, bought. Bought. The next word we're going to write is brought. It's very similar to bought. We just add an R after the B. B-R-O-U-G-H-T, brought. Bought, brought. And our last trick word for the week is peace. Peace. And we are going to write the word peace after, what's this trick word, Smarties? Picture. Let's write the word peace. P-I-E-C-E. Peace. Great job, Smarties. All right, now it's time to wrap up this lesson. So remember, Smarties, if you are one of my Smarties in my virtual class, you do not have all the correct magnets for these activities, for these Echo Find activities. So I want you to pretend that your screen is like a magnet board. I am going to ask you what says a sound, or I'm going to ask you to spell a word. I want you to point at the correct magnets that make those sounds or help build a word. So for the first sound I want you to find the sound, or I want you to find the letters that make the sound ow. What are you finding? Ow. Point to the magnets that can say ow. So O-W, plow, ow, and O-U, trout, ow. Now remember, Smarties, that we can build a word with either one of those vowel teams, but remember there are correct and incorrect spelling options. So let's go ahead and practice building words that have those ow sounds. Now, some of these words are going to have more than one syllable. So you can use your whiteboard for this part of the activity, or you can point to the screen to help build those words. But remember that we are going to build these words with syllables. All right, the first word we are going to build is shout. What are we building? Shout. What says sh? S-H. What says ow? O-W or O-U. And what says t? T. All right, so on my screen, we have sh, S-H, ow, t. Which vowel team am I going to use for my middle sound, Smarties? I'm going to use O-U, shout. But let's say I want to change it to shout-ing. Shout, shouting. What am I going to add after my base word, Smarties? I-N-G. Now, ing in this word is a suffix. So I have that yellow card. Shout, shouting. What was the word that we built? Shouting. All right, let's do another word. Ooh, this next word is power. What's the word? Power. What says P, Smarties? P. What says ow? O-W and O-U. And what says Ooh, if I hear at the end of a word, which R controlled vowel will I use? ER. If I hear at the end and it's an R controlled vowel, it is always ER. All right, Smarties, which vowel team is going to be the correct one for power? O-W. Power. I want to change this word to powerful, full of power. What am I going to add to the end of my base word to make the word powerful? What am I going to add, Smarties? Point to what magnet I will use to make the word powerful. I'm going to add the suffix F-U-L. Powerful. That suffix F-U-L tells me that I am full of power. Great job, Smarties. And our last word is out. What's the word? Out. What says ow? O-W or O-U. And what says T? All right, Smarties, what vowel team am I going to use to build the word out? O-U. O-U-T, out. And let's say I had 3 outs in a game. Out, outs. What suffix would I add to the word out? Point to the suffix that I would add to make the word outs. I would add suffix S. Out, outs. All right, Smarties, that is it for today's lesson. Remember to keep that growth mindset. Good learners do challenging things, and I will see you tomorrow with another lesson with writing, spelling, and reading words with vowel teams OU and OW. Happy learning, Smarties.